Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth1204 for another episode of The Legend Heroes Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter, brought to you by muchgames.ca. In the last episode, we rescued Annalise and got up to the top of the fortress here where we thought Joshua would be waiting for us, but instead it was some weird mechanical dolls of him. And it turns out that Weissman and everybody else was setting a trap for us, and they knocked us out and kidnapped Estelle. So now it's up to Graham to save the day. Now it's up to Courage to save his new home. Ah, crap! Ah! Oh no. You know, if Estelle wakes up, she's gonna be like, wait a second, that you? That's not good. She was one of my best characters. Estelle! This is Estelle. Joshua! Why? It's okay. It's enough. Ah! I always was just a broken puppet. Ew! I can never go back to being human. That's creepy. So enough. Enough. No! They made an animation specifically for Joshua just falling apart, and that's scary. It's like Boba holding Django's head. Thank you. Goodbye, Estelle. No! 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 It's too early for me to do a thing. High screeches. Ah!
Wow, what a scream. Are you okay, Estelle?
Ren. Oh good, just a dream.
Did you have a scary nightmare?
Yeah, total nightmare. Now that freaky doll's even showing up in my dreams. I mean... Wait a second! Ren, what are you doing here? It's just like, oh hey Ren, how you doing?
I was wondering when you're gonna act all surprised. You're so laid back, Estelle. I love that about you.
Yeah, well, forgive me for not being on the ball right after waking up. Anyway, where...
It's not so odd for me to be here, you know. We're actually at our brand new base.
New base?
Mm-hmm. Look out the window.
Okay. It's a flying fortress, because of course it's... What?! Oh my god. When did they have time to build this? Oh my god! This makes the Arce look like a little paper airplane. There's no way those little flappy wings are providing the propulsion. Yeah, there's a reverse sigil. My god, I love those tiny little wings. Just doing nothing. Oh my god. Where was this built? I mean, the world is large. It's not just our kingdom, but still. I'm blaming Araboni on this.
Welcome aboard the Crimson Ark, the Glorious. This ship could beat up an entire army.
Nice music.
Don't you think this is the best toy ever?
You people! What are you planning on doing with something like this? Our guest has finally awoken. Welcome aboard, Estelle. I trust your nap was restful. I'm sure you're quite out of sorts being brought aboard with no fanfare. Fear not, we haven't brought you here to cause you any harm. Far from it, in fact. You're free to relax here. Why don't we take that chance to have a nice chat about the society, about our goals, and about our common friends? I think I can answer many of your questions. Fine! Not like I have much of a choice, let's hear it. Excellent, I'll be waiting. Ren, be a darling and show Estelle the way up here, would you?
Oh, sure, okay. Come on, Estelle, let's go to the sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
It's a really pretty room on top of the deck of the ship. The professor's waiting for us up there.
Alright, show me the way.
Oh, you don't need to be so serious. I think you really like what we have to say.
Huh? What do you mean?
You'll just have to find out. Anyway, follow me. Come on, come on.
Hey, we got Ren in our party. Can I check her? Oh! I wanted to see what her stats were. Anyway, we still have all of our weapons and all of our orbments. That's neat. I mean, I guess, you know, we're one-on-one versus the society, so I wouldn't try anything. But we could. Anyway, yeah, that's cute that we're being led around by Ren. There's another room.
Oh, silly me, the sanctuary's in this way. We need to use the elevator on the opposite side of the hallway.
Okay, alright, okay. This music though, man. This is appropriate music. Okay, knockout meatball. Found a scrap of paper with a knockout meatball recipe written on it. Apparently we can just loot our own ship. No matter where you go in life, there's always someone looking to take you for all you've got. It happened to me, and it will happen to you. I don't know who did that to you, but I'll find them, don't worry. I got an EP charge too. I know it's not much fun to open an empty chest, but think about how much fun it was to open when you installed something in it. Ah, memories. Memories bring back you. You are here. There's the elevator. Can we go into the other rooms here? No.
Wait, it's not this way. It's in the elevator.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. It's very nice that there's a map. Access to the sanctuary in the entry room is restricted. Please provide voice identification. That's gonna come back later for us.
Enforcer number 15, Ren, codename Angel of Slaughter. Destination Sanctuary.
Access granted. Welcome, Enforcer Ren. Yeah, this place is really laid out. They put a lot of money into this. I'm pretty impressed.
And here we are. This is the sanctuary. The professor should be just inside.
Hey, Ren.
What is it?
Were you the one controlling the Joshua puppet in the base?
Uh-huh, that's right. The professor asked me to. Neat, huh?
So you're a victim of society too.
Huh?
Never mind. Well, here I go.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, the professor controls all the enforcers as well as, you know, the other people. But we learned that. Alright, let's go. As they say, no time like the present. Man, look how extra this is. Oh man, he's even gotten an organ, a giant organ. Oh my god. Oh man, he is playing up the villain angle, and I'm loving it. Absolutely amazing. Welcome aboard the Glorious. It's been some time since we last met, Estelle. Ah, Professor Alba. I thought it was you. Finally remembered when I heard your voice a minute ago. Cassius Bright's daughter continues to impress. The seal on your memory wasn't particularly strong, but throwing it off on your own is still worth of some manner of praise. My apologies, I've yet to properly introduce myself. My true name is George Weissman. Stephen George. I'm one of the Angi, supervisors of the society. So an Angi, so you're like one of the high commanders of the society? Something like that. Now, as I said before, I'm completely prepared to answer any questions you may have. What would you like to ask first? Honestly, there's so much to ask, I'm not even sure where to start. You needn't fret, take your time thinking things over. If it pleases you, I could play a relaxing etude while you collect your thoughts. Yeah, I think I'll pass. You know, you didn't strike me as someone who'd be into that sort of thing. Well, whatever, here's a question for you. Was the whole poor archaeologist thing a total act or what? Putting the poverty aside, I actually am an archaeologist. As an aside, I picked up the pipe organ during my time with the church. I may not be that Erebonian you spend so much time with, but I dare say I'm decent, wouldn't you? Hang on, the church? Like the Septian? I was something of an academic priest. A chance meeting with the Grand Master led to me discarding the path of faith. My knowledge of artifacts, paltry as it is, still proves useful from time to time, thankfully. With our current plan in particular. The one who tempted Colonel Richard into starting the coup. And the one who arranged all the gospel experiments. It was you. It certainly was. And it was all for the sake of our cause. Your gospel plan, so he's not the Grand Master. I saw something in the research facility about that. Your plan's to take the Oriole, isn't it? Take the Oriole? That's not entirely accurate. But for the purposes of this conversation, it will suffice, yes. What is the Oriole anyway? Why do you want it so bad? I know it's said to be one of the treasures of Ideos, but just what is it? For the moment I must keep the exact nature of the Oriole a secret. I would, after all, so hate to spoil the surprise. The surprise, right, thanks. Our plan has moved into its third phase. Very, very soon now its true nature will be plain to see. I can barely contain my anticipation. And once the Oriole has shown itself, then we will see the potential of mankind unfurl before our eyes. The potential of mankind? Ragnar said something about that too. Oh, the holy beast was willing to bestow his wisdom upon you. Perhaps you are doing more than simply living in your father's shadow. Spare me the flattery. What the hell? I keep asking you things, you keep dodging the answers. Do forgive me, it wasn't my intention to be so evasive. I can, however, easily answer the question I know you want to ask most. The what? What keeps you from asking it? Don't be afraid. Muster your courage and ask it of me. Joshua. Where's Joshua? His exact location is currently unknown to me. From what I've observed, he is up to something with those sky bandits. Their movements have proven to be quite elusive. Though he is alive and well, I can assure you. Okay. Joshua's specialties are covert operation and guerrilla warfare. I was the one who tuned him to excel at such, but he has long since surpassed even my greatest expectations. I gleefully await seeing the height of his potential. You... Come now, you needn't look so angry. When Joshua was entrusted to my care, his heart was akin to a glass ornament dashed against a paving stone. He was my first attempt at rebuilding such a shattered soul. It is not natural, you think. Is it not natural, you think, for an academic to be curious about the result of his work? What did you tell Joshua on the day of the Queen's birthday celebrations? I merely removed the block in his memory and told him the truth. That he, once taken into your home, had unwittingly been acting as a spy and sending guild information to the society. That Richard's coup succeeded in its own right because of him, and finally that, thanks to its efforts, the ground was at last fertile for our plan. I even rewarded him. I formally released him from his obligations to the society. I finally get it. Why Joshua, that night, why he disappeared. Why he said goodbye with that look on his face. Yes, I must say I did find that regrettable. To think Joshua would abandon you so coldly after regaining himself. I recommended that he just pretend he knew nothing of it and continue his life with you, but alas. I suppose my generosity backfired, no? I'm amazed. I'm amazed you can even say that. You were the one who chased Joshua into a corner in the first place. He didn't have a choice. So he had to look like that and give his harmonica to me. And say goodbye, Estelle. All of it! Every last bit! It's all your fault! Ah! Whoa. Where the hell did you come from? I was here from the start. You simply didn't bother to notice. What an undignified performance. Of course everyone's here. Sorry. You performed so well in completing my challenges too. Did I not teach you to think before you act? Come on, give her some credit. Takes balls to pick a fight with him. Agreed. Regardless of her skills, her courage certainly is impressive. Though I wonder if we should call it courage or mere foolishness. Oh, crap. So you're the Divine Blaine's daughter. Blade. Yeah, I figured it was Campanella. This would be the first time we've met. I'm Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool. Nice to meet you. Another one?
Stop it, guys. You're scaring Estelle.
So who the heck are the other enforcers? There's like at least 15 and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. Red 2?
You don't need to worry, Estelle. I know what I said last time, but we aren't here to hurt you anything, promise.
Huh?
Hey, Professor! Why not ask Estelle right now?
Well, now is a good time as any. How about it, Estelle? Would you like to join Ouroboros? What? I'm sorry, I misheard that. Would you say that one more time? I asked if you would like to join the Society of Ouroboros. You wouldn't become a full-fledged enforcer right away, of course. You would be more a candidate for the position.
What?
Are you insane? Come now, it's hardly the leap of logic you're thinking. Joshua's been rather stubborn about returning, but with you here, he would undoubtedly come back to us, and to you.
Estelle, you want to see Joshua again more than anything else, right? If you join us, they'll come true right away. What's there to even think about?
But... Now, Ren, Estelle might need some time to weigh her options. We'll be departing the ship for a little while on business, Estelle. You may give us your answer when we return. Oh. And I do apologize for this, but your options must remain fairly limited during your stay. Feel free to request anything you need, but you'll be staying in your cabin. Oh boy. Alright, I don't think Estelle's gonna accept, but how the heck are we getting ourselves out of this situation? If I join the society, I'll meet Joshua again. But that's all but guaranteed. Besides, I don't have to join them for real, right? I could just, like, pretend to join them and learn more about how they operate. If you join them, he's gonna brainwash you. I'm not the best actress in the world, so it might be hard, but it's better than just being locked up. Do we just start playing as Annalise after this? Don't tell me. No, that's stupid. That isn't the way I do things. Pardon me. Is it low? Yeah. Huh? You! No need to be so on guard. I have no intention of harming you, though if you try something like that little stunt of yours earlier, I may have no other choice. Oh, well, sorry. What are you doing here anyway? Weren't you guys going out somewhere?
The professor and the others are the ones who'll be advancing the plan. I'm staying behind and minding the glorious.
Okay, so we just have to get past you to escape. What if, or unless you want to help us escape, what is it you people are planning on doing?
If you wish to find out, why not accept the professor's invitation? You'll learn most of our plans if you do. It seems you have your answer, but you're still hesitating, aren't you? If you want my advice, Estelle Bright, you are not suited for the Society of Ouroboros. At all. In both ability and personality.
Man, do you have to be so completely blunt about it?
Don't misunderstand me. The potential for the necessary skills within you somewhere. But your personality, you have too little darkness within you to be part of the Ouroboros.
Darkness?
All those in service of the Grandmaster bear some kind of darkness on their shoulders. Myself, the professor, the other enforcers, Joshua too, needless to say.
Hey, what's your relationship to Joshua anyway?
Our relationship?
Joshua's weirdly focused on you. He seemed to know who you were even though he didn't recognize you with the mask on. On top of that, it seemed like he was desperate to find out who you were.
That doesn't surprise me. The professor sealed part of his memory away. He was hypnotized in such a way that the moment he left the society, he could remember little about us. Even if he remembered his actions as part of the society, he could not remember his confederates. That would have been the core of his dilemma.
That's...
The memories of his childhood would be the same. Even if he remembers Karen, he likely would only loosely remember me.
I see, so that's why... Wait, Karen? I've heard that name before. Are you like his brother?
Karen Estelle.
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a... Yeah, he kind of does have the Joshua hair. Oh my god, are you his dad? Are you his dad? Oh my gosh, look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
A childhood friend of mine and Joshua's older sister.
Oh, okay. Are you his brother-in-law?
She died 10 years ago.
What?
That harmonica you have was originally Karen's. Joshua held on to it as a memento, and then it was passed on to you.
Joshua had an older sister? How did Karen, pass away? It's probably when the town was destroyed.
I hope you know what you're really asking. The answer to that question requires staring into the abyss in which Joshua and the rest of us reside, and it will stare back. Are you prepared for that?
Tell me.
Tell me!
I don't know if I'm ready for what's coming or whatever, but I want to know what kind of path Joshua has followed. If nothing else, I have to know that.
As you wish. It was a little over 10 years ago, back when you could still find the village of Hamel on maps of Arbonia and Liberal.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh, look at them. Look at them. Look at that. Oh, look at his little puppy shirt. Oh my gosh.
Hamel was a tiny little place. There weren't many other young people, so the three of us were always together. I dreamed of becoming a bracer. I spent my free time practicing my swordsmanship. Karen and Joshua would watch and encourage me. That was how we whiled away the days. Once I was done with practice, we would turn our ears to Karen's harmonica. Karen could play anything on that harmonica. Anything. But my favorite was always the old Erebonian folk song, The Whereabouts of Light. It seemed like that bliss would last forever. We believed that. We had no reason to doubt it. That day dawned and began just like any other. And then they came. A band of invaders garbed in black and armed with Liberalian weaponry came from nowhere. They encircled the village and slaughtered everyone in sight. None were spared, not the old and infirm, not the young and defenseless, not even infants. Those who were killed quickly in the opening moments were the luckiest by far. And the women, even in this telling, there's some things I will not recount.
Jeez.
We fled desperately from that hell. We were lucky to be in a position to escape when the attack began. We fled for the outskirts of the village, the screams of our own families carried to our ears on the wind. Once we'd gotten to the outskirts, I told Karen and Joshua I would act as bait to confuse any pursuers. I promised them I would catch up to them soon and sent them ahead. But the attackers, they had laid their plans well. They had people in position to deal with any who tried to flee. When I had finally caught up to them, the scene was strangely quiet. A man, dead, shot through the throat. Joshua with a gun in his hand, dumbstruck, and Karen holding Joshua with a horrific wound on her back. She was barely breathing at that point. Even now, the scene seems surreal to me. Karen was calm and content. She entrusted her harmonica to Joshua, then asked that I take care of him. And then she died quietly there in that clearing.
Why did that?
The Empire invaded Liberl almost immediately afterward. A defenseless little village, its inhabitants slaughtered by men with Liberlian arms. It was almost too perfect an excuse to invade.
It can't be. Liberlian troops doing that?
When the local garrison found us, they were adamant the invaders were Liberlian. When the war ended a few months later with the Empire's defeat, however, we were given a different tale entirely. They told us instead that a band of Jaeger dropouts had turned to pure big brigandry, and they told us to never speak to anyone else of the attack. The Erebonian authorities announced that Hamel had been destroyed in a landslide and all roads leading there were to be closed completely.
Hold on, what? Why would they lie about that? Neither explanation makes sense. It's almost like...
Indeed, everything was a fabrication by the Warhawks and the Empire to justify the invasion of Liberl. At the end of the war, the ruse was discovered and the Imperial government was thrown into a panic. They conceded to a comprehensive peace and executed nearly everyone involved in the plot, all to pretend that it never happened. That, Estelle Bright, is the tragedy of Hamel in full. That was also when Joshua's heart was broken entirely. He was now burdened with the torturous death of his sister, his parents, and everyone he knew, and even the shock of taking another man's life. How could that not shatter the soul of a 6-year-old child? You've likely heard the rest from Joshua. His spirit was so wholly broken that he lost all will to do anything but play that harmonica, and he began to waste away. That was when the two of us were found by Weissman. To save Joshua's life, I'd entrusted him to Weissman's care and threw myself into Ouroboros training. And then, 2 years later, Joshua, repaired as he was by Weissman, followed the same path. This is darkness, Estelle Bright. Do you understand what sort of gulf separates you and Joshua now? Do you understand what he stares into every day?
I do, yeah. Now I think I really understand why Joshua left.
Huh?
Hey, next time you see him, tell Weissman thanks but no thanks. I'll never join Ouroboros. It's not because I like or dislike this society, but as long as I'm gonna pull Joshua back over the gulf you mentioned, forget it! Although, I do feel kinda bad about letting Ren down after she went through all the trouble to invite me. Hey, you think she'll forgive me if I say I'm sorry?
You are one of a kind, Estelle Bright. To hear those horrors and thus lose your hesitation, you truly are more than just the daughter of the Divine Blade.
Thanks for the compliment, I guess. And you say all that, but you care about Joshua too, right? You guys were friends. Or maybe more like brothers.
Let me be absolutely clear. That was 10 years ago. To me now, he is nothing more than a rogue element to be eliminated.
What?
The professor seems to enjoy letting Joshua do as he pleases. I have a different plan in mind. Sooner or later, I will deal with Joshua personally.
Wait a second, what the hell is this? Karen asked you to take care of him. Does that mean anything to you?
I have my own path I've chosen for myself. I've dedicated myself to my goal, and any who stand in my way shall die by my blade. Not even Karen's final request will stop me.
Yeah, sure.
How can you... Huh?
No. They are going right through the tail. I'm surprised Sieg didn't follow me or something.
Those are...
The professor and the others, yes. Looks like the third stage of the plan is getting underway.
The third stage? What's...
That is not for you to know. Once we're finished, you'll be returned to your father. Behave until then.
Bum, bum, bum.
No, just a...
As one final note, don't even think of attempting to escape. The Glorious is 8,000 arc above ground. You have nowhere to run.
That's pretty high.
Don't even think about attempting to escape, he says, as if he doesn't know that it's human nature for me to want to do the exact opposite. Besides, he's the only enforcer on board.
Alright, why not? Let's do this. Come on, this is an airship. It's got to have ductwork somewhere. Okay, the timing's gonna be everything. If I can figure that out, I'll be good. Let's see, I'll wait a couple hours until they let their guard down, and then... Right! It's worth a shot! So this was a memento of Karen, huh? You shouldn't throw away something like this so easily, you idiot.
Hey, time to change shifts. How's the girl acting?
Heh, quiet as a mouse. She might be a bracer, but she's still just a kid. Probably curled up in bed scared out of her mind. Babysitting while everyone else's house sucks. It's so boring. I want to get out of there into the action. Quit your whining. Those are Lanhart's orders, and the hell if I'm not going to follow his instructions to the letter. Huh?
What was that sound?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh my god. You don't think...
She escaped? Damn it. The Supergirl, does she not get where she is? She's trying to kill herself or something? And out the door I go, right? Oh, go ahead and take me right now. She probably fell.
Gotta be kidding me.
What are we gonna tell Lanhart if they'll let us keep our heads? Damn brat, nothing but a load of trouble. Damn brat, huh? Ooh, ah! You! Nice try, old man. Never underestimate a bracer. First of all, don't you think that was a little rude calling a sweet maiden like myself a damn brat?
It wasn't me. I didn't call you that, I swear.
Oh, you didn't? Well, you didn't correct your buddy either. You didn't correct your buddy then. Either way, it's nap time for you.
Ugh.
Wonderful. Okay. Reinforcements are probably going to get here really quick, so I should book it. There's going to be some way off this boat. And I won't give up. Not until I see Joshua. Not until I see that dummy again. You won't stop for anything, Lo? Well, neither will I. Alright, so in the next episode, we're gonna start our escape from the Glorious. So thank you all very much for watching. This has been Sephiroth1204 with Trails in the Sky for Much Games. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.